Do you want to manifest money fast? Perhaps you need them for a bill or for buying new extra stuff. Whatever it is that you need them for, there is a way to manifest money very, very fast with your thoughts, with a simple technique or method that is the same as the law of assumption, but it's a little bit more fun than just utilizing, in my opinion, affirmation. If you want to know more, just stick to this video. Hello everyone, my name is Nea, and on this channel we talk everything about manifestation and so much more. And on Patreon I do make extra video, the link is down below. But before I start with today's video, I want to give you a quick announcement. On the 30 of this month, I am hosting a live webinar on Zoom. All the infos are down below. The link is down below for the tickets that are purchased through my Etsy shop. And in the webinar, I'm going to cover how to master your reality, how to create a new consciousness, stay in a new state of consciousness, create a new reality, how to become magnetic for love and for money, how to communicate even with your SP while you're manifesting, the role of angels, spirit guides, and tarot in manifestation. And also I'm going to answer your questions, and we're going to have a Q&A where I can give you personal information about and tailor-made advice for your specific desires and manifestation. If you want to participate to the webinar, again, the link is down below for tickets. Now let's get started with today's video. This method is it's not even new, but in my opinion it's very connected with the method with affirmation and the law of assumption. Now it is a law of attraction method, but to be honest, if you really understand the law correctly, there is no difference between the law of attraction or law of assumption. It's just terminology. So follow me through, because this method actually works and it is very, very powerful to manifest money fast into your life. Okay, so let's get started. So as we know, everything in our reality is a projection of our thoughts, because our thoughts just don't remain in our brain, but they travel in the quantum field and they do create for us. Neville Goddard has wrote an entire chapter, in fact, about thoughts and thought transmission in one of his books. So essentially what happens is that reality is a mirror to our thoughts, which is even one of the 7 hermetic principles, the first principle of mentalism. If you want to know more about this, you can watch my video entitled Why God is Your Imagination. And also, according to quantum physics, the observer collapses the quantum waves of reality and therefore collapses matter. If you want to know more about the science behind manifestation, link to my webinar is down below. Anyway, this is the basis of understanding this method and why our thoughts are so powerful and they do create. So essentially what happens with money, most of the time money triggers a lot of people in terms of topic. Completely understandable. I have been there. And even when we affirm sometimes, we don't realize that we are subconsciously affirming for lack, because it could be that you have an inner conversation with yourself and you are affirming, I have this amount of money, I have this amount of money, I have this amount of money, but then in the back of your mind you're thinking, oh, but I cannot afford this pair of jeans, or I cannot afford to pay my bills, or I cannot go to that vacation, or something like that. So also those subconscious programming do affect obviously our reality. Now with that, I'm not saying that if you persist in your affirmation it's not gonna work, but perhaps for some of you guys, you just want to make manifestation a little bit easier and faster, and that is my take. And remember that everything I say comes from my personal experience, so you try it and see if it works for yourself. So what happens is this: sometimes when we do little physical action to trigger our subconscious mind into believing that in fact we have the money that we want or anything else that we want, the manifestation process not only becomes easier, but it becomes faster. Now, that doesn't mean that you must or need to do this technique, but definitely it could be something extra to boost your manifestation. And it is very similar to a spell or to witchcraft. Now, many people get triggered about the word witchcraft. So if you don't like the word witchcraft, it's Halloween anyway. If you don't like the word witchcraft, Just think about magic. It works like magic because everything is mind, everything is consciousness. There are really no differences. So what happens in spell, you utilize certain energies, you utilize a certain how can we put it, way to trigger your subconscious mind to reprogram your brain that has to do with the ritual. This method, it's very similar and is the same way. All these techniques, all this method are ways to trigger your subconscious mind into believing that you have what you want, but believing doesn't mean that you're consciously believing. It's more of a trigger for your subconscious mind. Sorry for the long introduction, but I think it's very important to understand how this works, so when you do it, you don't even doubt it and you don't even question it, okay? So here's the thing. Most of the time, like I said, we go around the town and we see things that we want, and either we buy it immediately and then we feel a sense of guilt because our wallet is empty and we're like, oh damn, now I bought this thing and I'm very happy, but then I don't have the money for all this other stuff. Or we go around the town or on the internet and we see things that we'd like, but then we never buy them and we think, oh no, I cannot afford them. When I will manifest this amount of money, I will have the money to buy it, which obviously makes manifestation hinders a little bit the progress of manifestation because you're still having that negative conversation in your head saying and affirming that you don't have the money. So my suggestion is to keep the affirmation, keep affirming, I have that amount of money that I want, I earn the amount of money that I want, or I earn money just by being myself. Whatever affirmation suits you, just keep pursuing those affirmations. But then do this also. This is called the wallet process. The wallet process was not created by me. The wallet process is found in the book Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks, or by Esther Hicks. Abraham. Anyway, I know many of you don't like Abraham because it's law of attraction, but it does not matter, guys. This works and that's the only thing we should focus on. So what I want you to do, if you can, is just take your wallet. This is my Yves Saint Laurent wallet. I love it because it's obviously animalier. And inside your wallet, put as many money as you can, meaning in other words, Abraham says to put $100 bill. If you don't even have $100 bill, in my opinion, it could be even good like $20 or, $50, whatever you can put. I have a few of cash that I always bring with me. So I put everything inside. If you have $100 bill, it will be even better. Just keep them in your wallet as a magic $100 bill. And now every single time that you are scrolling online on Instagram shop or on your favorite website, or you're going around the town, don't spend the $100 bill or don't spend the money that you have inside your wallet immediately, because like I said, if you spend immediately the money, it will give you the feeling of like, yeah, I have money, this is great. But then probably if you're still trying to manifest more than $100, perhaps thousands of dollars, you will still have the feeling of lack somehow. So don't spend the $100 bill, but scroll down the internet in your favorite website, or like I said, go around the town and start thinking every single day what you could buy. Every day you do it differently, what you could buy with that $100 bill or those money in your pockets. So let's do an example. Let's say that I have $100 bill in my wallet and I go around the town and I'm like, oh, I could really buy myself a fancy dinner tonight. And I don't necessarily go and do it. I just think about it. And then I think again, I have another $100 bill. I could really buy myself, I don't know, some tech stuff that I really like. And I think about buying it and I see it in my mind, or I affirm for it. Then I also go and watch other shops online and I'm like, oh, I could buy so many t-shirts on Redbubble, because I love Redbubble because you can upload your own logos with horror movies and things like that, or bands, and you can make your own t-shirt. And for $100, you can literally buy so many t-shirts, but that's another story. Anyway, and I'm not sponsored by Redbubble. Anyway, I could go to Redbubble and buy myself so many t-shirts of all the things that I like. Isn't that great? And I think about all the t-shirts that I could buy and then over and over and over again without you actually spending the $100 bill. And you do this every single day. Every single day you have a renewed $100 bill, and every single purchase is a renewed $100 bill. And then you open your wallet once in a while and you look at the $100 bill, whatever money you have, you look at it, it's like, oh my God, I'm so rich, I still have the $100 bill. I still have it, so I can still buy other stuff. I can still buy other stuff. And you keep repeating in your mind, seeing yourself using this $100 bill that is infinite over and over and over and over again. If you don't want to use physical money, I did actually the same with virtual money on the bank account. You can imagine to have the $100 in your bank account or 1,000, whatever it is. And you can think, oh, today I have 1,000 more. What could I buy with this? And you buy it in your imagination. And then you do it again because the next day you have it back, right? So you do it again and then you do it again. Every single day, this is an infinite $100 bill, is an infinite bank account that has $1,000 a day, $1,000 a day. Every single day you have new $1,000 a day. And every single day in your imagination, you can make new purchases. Now, if paying the bills or things that are very linked to your survival are triggering you, don't necessarily think of those things, but think about the $100 bill or the 1,000 euros a day in your bank account to buy you extra things. Like, those are magical money for you to buy the fancy stuff that you always wanted to buy. And you repeat. Every day you repeat. Now, if you do this correctly, which you can because you just have to follow what I said, in your imagination, and you do it with fun, do you know what it's going to happen? That $100 bill, it's not going to be $100 bill. You are actually spending probably thousands of dollars a day in your imagination. You are earning more than $1,000 per day in your bank account. In your imagination, that becomes so real that probably you're even a millionaire at this point, or definitely you are multiplying that $100 bill with thousands of dollars a day in your imagination. Because you do this, and because of the act of repetition, your subconscious mind will start really imprinting this feeling, which is subconscious. You don't have to feel it consciously, apart from feeling fun and feeling good. It's going to start imprinting this thought that you spend thousands of dollars in your mind all the time. And do you know what happens when the subconscious gets imprinted enough? It goes out to manifest your reality, and the mirror reality mirrors back your states of consciousness or your dominant thoughts that you keep repeating over and over and over again. This is a super fast way to manifest money. I do not care that it comes from a law of attraction standing point, because this, on the basis of law of assumption, it actually works, because all that you're doing is repeating in your mind the visual act, the imaginative act, or the affirmation that you indeed possess thousands of dollars, and there is always cash in your pocket, and there is always that magic $100 bill that it's infinite, that in your mind you're constantly spending over and over again. This will help you reprogram your mind with abundance mindset. This will help you repeating the affirmation that you indeed earn money effortless. This will help you repeat the program that money comes to you in an effortless way and from multiple sources, or even in magical, unexpected ways. Try it, guys, and see if it works for you. It definitely did work for me. And if you want to boost this spell or this extra technique, you can even think about the $100 bill or the $1,000 a day bank account, the infinite magic bank account, before going to sleep, and visualizing or actually taking that $100 bill before you go to bed. Take your wallet, look at it, and just imagine, or just by looking at it, thinking, tomorrow I'm going to buy something new because I have them. I always have cash. I always have them. I always have cash. I always have them. And you fall asleep within the consciousness of you buying those stuff. You can make it fun by saving the pictures on the internet of the things that you want. I do this all the time. For all my luxury items that I bought from Versace or Roberto Cavalli, I saved them first in my vision board, which is nothing but my iPhone gallery. ENQUIRY, I always save them before buying them, and I pretend before falling asleep that I'm wearing them and that I already possess those items. And then later down the weeks, I ended up having the money, or I ended up finding a way to get them, like these amazing boots that I just got myself, which is totally cool. And by the way, these boots were not even available at the shop, at the store. When I came, I looked for them for a year, and then I was like, what am I doing? Why am I trying to force the 3D to get the boots? I can just put them in my magical vision board on my iPhone, the gallery of my iPhone, and I can just save them and pretend that I already have them. So that's what I did. Somehow, I think within the month, I forgot about it. And before attending a fashion show, I went to the store to find some other shoes. I wasn't even thinking about the boots whatsoever. And the lady, this is my friend, she came and she was like, I got these boots that I think you're going to love them, but they're male size, but they are your size. Do you want to try them? Because the women's shoes are not available yet. And I was like, yeah, sure, show me. And they're exactly the ones that I saved on my phone. And when I looked at them, I was like, I'm getting them right now. So you see, this works because it doesn't matter what bridge of events will lead you to the money, will lead you to the items that you want. If you claim that you have them, you save them on your phone, you see them exactly like the $100 bill, and you kind of repeat it for a while in your mind, whatever is dominantly established in the mindscape, quoting Sadhguru, it's bound to find manifestation in actuality. It's just the way the law works. So try it. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. And I see you on my webinar on the 30th of this month to talk more about how to become the master of your reality. And then also on Patreon for extra video. DM coaching is down below. Also tarot readings are down below. They are connected with law of assumption. They're not just prediction. If you want them, they are down below. Subscribe for more videos, and I see you very soon on this channel. I love you guys. Bye.